What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tammy. This is Tammy Talks, Love Island USA, Season 5, Episode 32. Cliffhangers are stupid. I've never liked cliffhangers. Cliffhangers are stupid. This is why. You don't get more buzz by having something end on the cliffhanger. A better ending to this episode would be Cassie saying her choice and then you cut everything off right away. That's going to get you a better response because then that's going to have people talking, because then we'll be talking about what everybody else's reaction is. But I hate cliffhangers. I do. But I'm Tammy. This is Tammy Talks, y'all. If you have not already, whether you are a new subscriber, new viewer, or a returning viewer, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me, all right? What else? What else? Like the video. Like the video. Hop in the comment section. What's up, Destiny fans? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Y'all showed out. It's like two of y'all. It is two of y'all Destiny stands that really do the most. That do the most in the comments. Like it is amazing. It is amazing. Not that she has fans, but that there are stands. Like, how do you stand somebody from a Okay, y'all. Let's talk about the episode though. So, remember the episode picks up with them doing this little strip tease challenge. So Cassie comes out like a construction worker. Okay, Cassie said that she was turning her damn cell phone. I said, I know that's right. If turn your cell phone, get into it. Cassie was doing it. Okay, what do y'all like to say? She ate, she chewed. Cassie knew what to do. She was out there rolling and rocking and rocking and rolling. So she put Leo at the end and said that she wanted to show him what he could have had, but he didn't want to wait. So she was rolling and dry humping and riding. And I said, see there, Leo? But you instead got a couple pumps under a hot cover and probably a musty room with 12 other people in there. See there? So then we get Destiny. Destiny came out as the dominatrix. Destiny was stiff, but Destiny was stiff with her dancing, first and foremost. But Destiny has sex appeal. And because Destiny has sex appeal, she was able to use it to her advantage with some of the guys. So she put Zay, who looked like he was excited, but I don't know, something about Zay it's given. That's all I'm gonna say. Something about Zay is definitely given. I don't know about him, y'all. So then Imani comes out. Oh, I'm sorry, she kissed Kenzo on the cheek. I'm sure she skipped over Marco. You know, Destiny holds the grudge. But she kissed Kenzo on the cheek because all the girls know that Kenzo is no, she doesn't know about Kenzo being away. She just kissed him on the cheek out of respect. Imani came out as a letter carrier. She was twerking that ass on Scott, y'all. Scott probably said, "Oh Lord, he didn't know what to do." Cassie's commentary throughout all of this, girl, like, I don't know if Cassie's horny or if Cassie really did just realize she's bi. But everybody's turning you on, sis. You gotta pick a person. Kenzo was killing the mood, right? Like, everybody's out there having a good time because it's a challenge, and he's just sitting there with the boo boo face. Kenzo gives controlling. Kenzo gives possessive. Kenzo gives a if I can't have you, nobody can tease. Okay? Carmen, shiver your heart, girl. Taylor came out as a nurse. Black Taylor came out as a nurse, and she said that as she was rocking and rolling on Bergie, she felt a little stiffness. I said, "Okay, Bergs." Bergie said he's packing anyways. He got a picture with his, situation out with a ruler next to it. No second guessing what Bergie working with. And then Johnny came out and was a firefighter. And Cassie's commentary, I wish I was out there. Fall back. Don't be thirsty. Fall back a little bit, Cassie. My God. So The guys are asking Kenzo if he's okay. He's still mad. Get the fuck over it. It's not even that big of a deal. It's a challenge. It's one thing if y'all out there having a party and she's out there rolling and popping her ass on people. It's a challenge. Lord have mercy. Carmen now is upstairs and she's annoyed. She feels stupid. She said that she felt sexy and Kenzo just knocked her down. When she said when she was out there dancing, like Kenzo wasn't even clapping for her and cheering her on, so Marco and Leo had to do it. She's crying and feels like he is a possessive boyfriend right now. If you feel that way now in the villa, sis, okay? It's not a good look. You know, I don't like Carmen or Kenzo, but it's definitely not a good look for him to have this rash of a reaction during a challenge. Okay. Leo comes out and is a baseball player, and Leo clearly strips on the weekends to pay for college or whatever he's doing. So Leo was kissing all up and down the ladies. He lifted Cassie right on in the air. It is something about a man being able to swiftly lift you up. Like he lifted Cassie up with ease, and Leo is a little man. He looks kind of small, but lifted her up, did a little bouncing, laid her on the couch, kissed her, and she literally melted off the couch onto the ground. I was cracking up. Oh my god. Mattia came out as the devil. It was so cringe. Like I feel like if you know you can't dance or whatever, there has to be something else you could have did. But I was uncomfortable. He put Johnny and all he did was like lay his body on her and kiss her, but whatever. Marco is a cowboy, had on some chaps with his ass out. He was moving them little cheeks. Marco said, I can make my butt clench. Look at this. I said, get them little cheeks. Go ahead, Marco. He did a little usher spin at the end before kissing Hannah. Marco is growing on me the same way Cassie was. Y'all know the reason I didn't like Marco is because when him and Destiny split, he was very hell bent on like making sure none of the other guys liked her. It's like he wanted her to get voted off. But I feel like they have come to common ground. She hasn't forgiven him clearly because she always got like something smart to say to him. But that's the reason why. That's the reason why. And not because he left Destiny for Hannah, but because of the way that he reacted. Remember, he was trying to get Harrison to like not pick Destiny, talking shit about her unnecessarily. But he did good with his little thing. He was a little stiff, but you know, his focus was making his little booty cheeks clench. I said, okay, all right. So next up, we had Kyle. Kyle was a boxer, very stiff, sir. I expected better, but Kyle is fine and his body is everything. So we gonna let it pass. Kyle has sex appeal though, so it worked for him. Kenzo came out as a pirate, and I just knew he was gonna be. I came here for one woman's heart. Oh, I said, go sit your ass down. What are you doing? See, this is. I'm glad that Carmen clocked what he did. He went over just to Carmen, tied her up, kissed her, and then walked away. Um, then said in his confessional, I just want to be respectful and I only want Carmen, so I'm only going to kiss Carmen. And I like how Carmen clocked that. You did that to make her look bad. You did. You did. It's a game. You could have just as easily went by and at least blew a kiss at all the other ladies. But for you to do that, you were trying to make an example out of Carmen. You were really setting that precedent. This is what you should have did. I said, Carmen girl. Be careful. It's like all I have to say about this because I'm telling y'all, Kenzo is giving off a vibe, right? Bergie was, I guess, I was going to say he was a conservative. I was going to say he was a conservative, but Bergie came out as an All-American. He came out with the red, with the American flag. Bergie was able to rip that shirt off. I said, okay, muscles, yes. Rip that shirt off. And then he blindfolded Taylor and he kissed her. So we have that. Zay came out as a doctor. The girl said he was boring and was. It was like, again, there has to be something that y'all know. Get a prop. I mean, hell, Leo was putting that baseball up in between the girl's thighs. You have to do something. But Zay, it was very much like, oh, okay. Excuse me. Okay. Scott came out and was a pilot. He kisses Cassie and Johnny before pulling Armani and laying her flat on the ground and kissing her, like kissing her. So it was a fun little situation. Should have been fun for everybody, but somebody is a stick in the mud. So Kenzo's heart raced the more, but I can talk. Kinsel's heart raced the most. Education, come on, Tammy. Raced the most by Cassie. I said it should have been raced the most by your fucking girlfriend, but you chose to be an ass. I think the fact that your heart raced more for someone else is probably a lot worse than the fact that she went around and did a little dry, low key kind of stiff humping on some of these other guys, but whatever. Carmen's heart raced the most by Leo, which was like for most of the girls, because Leo was lifting legs and pelvic thrusting and everything else. Cassie's was by Scott. Leo just knew he had Cassie. Did you see the way Scott kissed her? Definitely by Scott. So the girls won the challenge. So Carmen and Kenza go to the side and talk, right? She pulls him. She wants to know what it is, what it ain't, what it's gonna be. What is the problem right now, sir? What is the problem? Kenzo said, I think you went too far. Carmen said, it's a fun, lighthearted challenge. Our agreement was to not kiss during the challenge. He said, well, there should be boundaries. He said, because I'm the type of guy that when I'm in a relationship with a girlfriend, I only want attention from that girl. Imagine how my family's going to feel. You brought your ass on the show where all y'all do is kiss. What do you mean, what is your family going to feel? We have seen you rip your shirt off and pick this girl up and bounce her underwater while y'all are kissing like y'all were at home in the privacy of your bathroom in your shower. So imagine your family feeling a way that you're participating in an actual challenge when, like I said, you could have really went out and handed the girls all pirate booty or something like that and did something fun and cute. Stop this shit, Kenzo. You sound stupid. You do. This is controlling. This is a controlling, manipulative tactic. Carmen, you too smart for this, girl. I don't even like you like that for real, but you're too smart to fall for this. He then insults her by saying, you should have went about it the way Hannah did. Hannah just did something very light and whatever, and I was with Carmen. Well, then go date Hannah's ass. One thing you never do in a relationship, don't compare me to no other bitch. Don't. Do not. Because if she would have said, well, you should have came out there and did like Leo, he would have flipped his wig. And now that Jay Shani's pointing out that his hair be parted in the middle, now I can't unsee it. Why was that part there? And it's almost like he did it too much because now it's still. I hate that she pointed that out. I hate that she pointed that out because that's all I see when I look at his hair now. But like, don't tell me I should have did what Hannah did. Don't do that. Don't do that. She feels that he doesn't trust her. He doesn't. So she is crying right through that eyeliner. You can see the streaks in her foundation. Those are real deal Holyfield tears. So he said, well, it looked like you were kissing the other guy's necks. I thought it was too. But if she said she wasn't, then she wasn't. So then she said, well, if you don't trust me in here, what does it say about us being in the real world? It says that man is going to be following you and clocking you, and he going to have your location on his phone. And if you decide that it takes you an extra 5 minutes to come back from the grocery store, he going to wonder who you been with, where you went, what you did, why'd you go. If you are that controlling to the point that you are sitting there seething mad over a challenge like this, God bless you, Carmen. But it's really giving it's giving emotional abuse. That's what it's giving to me. My opinion. So Cassie and Johnny. Cassie still wants to pursue Johnny. She asks Johnny, "Are you the boss? Cause I'm the boss." I said, "Cassie, girl, I don't know if I think Cassie is serious about this. I think Cassie is just extremely bi-curious. She kissed a girl and she liked it, but do I see Cassie like doing this long term with Johnny? I don't. I don't. So Johnny lets her know off rip. You, Mattia, and Scott are all on even playing field right now. It's a matter of who's going to be able to give me 100%. She also clocks Cassie, and it's like, I know that you still have your feelings for Leo. I know that you still have whatever the case. Like, I don't want to get my feelings hurt. Basically, I'm not going to play these games with you, right? We see this on TV a lot, right? Where a woman is a lesbian or is bisexual, then you have another woman that is bi-curious, and the woman that is confident and knows what her sexuality is kind of gets played by the person that's bi-curious. So I understand Johnny when she's like, I don't want to, jump all the way in if it's just going to result in me, my feelings being hurt. She didn't already got played by Leo. So Cassie said that, she cannot deny her feelings for Leo, but still wants to be transparent with Johnny. This is just a mess. This is a mess. It's giving Girls Gone Wild. Kenzo and Carmen, once again, he is apologizing to her. She says, I just want you to trust me. Take note. Understand. Hear me well. He never said, I do trust you. Did y'all notice that? Did y'all notice that? At no point in this conversation or the conversation that they had earlier, right after the challenge, does he say, I do trust you. He keeps looking at her as crazy. What was in that wine tonight? What was in that warm wine they were drinking tonight? So, I'm telling y'all, Kenzo, something about him is that whole, like, I don't get down with that whole, oh, he's just very mysterious looking. That, to me, that's code for crazy and sneaky, and I can't trust you. I don't like that, Kenzo. Don't hand me caping for Carmen. Please don't. Please don't. Leo and Cassie talk again. So Cassie said that she can't lie. There were still feelings for Leo, but she has not opened that door back up just yet. He said he has full intentions on making Cassie his girl, says that he loves her. It feels like, do I think Leo is genuine? I do. But Leo was also love bombing her. Like, and I get they're in a controlled environment where they only have so much time, but it's really given like, give her a moment to breathe. Give her a moment to breathe. And I feel like he's not doing it. The glare is so distracting in my glasses, y'all. I'm gonna have to figure something out. But give her a moment to breathe to where she's not constantly inundated with everything you're throwing at her. You know what I mean? So it's like he's throwing this at her back to back to back to back to back. So she has no choice but to be like, well, I guess I do like him. He's not giving her a chance to think. So she said in the confessional she's thinking about opening that door again. He tries to kiss her and she holds firm and stays strong and said, no, ma'am. KK, take notes, sis. This is how you at least make him sweat it out a little bit. At least a little bit. So later on in the kitchen, Cassie goes out in the kitchen. They're talking. He hugs her. He lifts her up. Basically forces her to kiss him. I know it was consensual, but it's basically forcing because if you keep going like this and I keep turning my head and you keep doing this, that's basically forcing me to kiss you. Not saying that he forced himself on you because somebody's going to choose to hear that wrong. I'm not saying he forced himself on her. It's not what I'm saying. So Cassie, they kiss and then she walks back just completely taken aback. Cassie be so stressed, y'all, and she goes back to the bed. So the next morning, Leo was talking to Kenzo in Spanish, and I'm like, why are y'all talking in Spanish like they're not gonna put the subtitles on the screen? We know what y'all are saying. But Carmen then goes up to Cassie. I know a secret you didn't tell me. Worry about your own self right now. You really have bigger problems, sis. The biggest. So you really need to focus your attention over here. Okay? So Cassie tells her about kissing Leo. Cassie's in her confessional. We're like magnets, like the positive and the negative, and we're resisting, and we just keep connecting. I said, Cassie is so precious. Cassie is so precious, y'all. She is. Cassie feels that Leo still has to work for it. And I appreciate her acknowledging she still has these feelings, but I also appreciate and commend her for at least trying to make him understand what he did. She is trying her damnness to make him see that, look, I don't want this to come easy because I don't want you to think that you can do something like this again and I'm going to forgive you just as easily. So kudos to Cassie for that. She held strong as long as she could. Johnny and Mattia. He said his only interest is in her. Of course it is, because there's nobody else for you to be interested in, babe. But okay. He doesn't want to get to know any of the other girls, or is it that nobody else wants to get to know you? She likes him because she said that he isn't dramatic. Oh, you ain't hear how he was talking to Cassie then. But okay. So then Scott comes over. Johnny and Scott are talking. She said that he hides his feelings in jokes. I don't see chemistry with anybody with Scott. To be honest, I don't even know why they brought Scott. I don't see him having chemistry with any of these ladies on here. Every one of his conversations either seems like friends or just like more interview esque style. But I don't. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm missing something. Johnny, no, Leo and Cassie. So they're upstairs talking, and Cassie's telling Leo that she has a connection with Johnny. Wants to know if he's bothered by them kissing. He was like, no. As they're talking, Johnny walks upstairs, and Leo was like, "That's your girl coming." He can tell by the heels. I said, "Well, that's interesting. Did nobody else have heels on? Did nobody else have heels on?" But he said he can tell by the heels. Johnny looks kind of hurt that they were talking. Did y'all catch that? Was that me? She looked kind of hurt that they were talking, and it's like, I'll leave y'all to it. And she goes back downstairs. Leo then kisses Cassie again. Armani and Zay. Armani is grasping at straws. Armani is grasping at straws. So Armani is talking to Zay, lies to this man's face and said, "You did great in the challenge." No, he didn't, and you know he didn't. She thinks they have a connection. This is like what, the second time we've seen y'all even interact. They both say that they are both social drinkers. They don't go out a lot. They would never be caught dead drinking at home alone or drinking alone. I didn't like the way they made it seem like that was just so disgusting. Right? I was like, oh, y'all act like people that might have like a glass of wine or a beer or a wine cooler. Like, it was just like, like, I thought that was interesting. No judgment to people that don't drink, but it just seemed like they said it in a very like judgmental tone, to me at least. Um they don't like going out. He likes doing more outdoorsy wilderness things. She was like, me too. I feel like Armani likes to do whatever the guy that she is talking to in that moment likes to do. So you're nerdy and like doing science type stuff like that with Bergie. But then I feel like you liked sports and stuff with Kyle. And now with Zay, you like outdoorsy type stuff. Okay, cool. Armani packed all the wigs, all the hair, all the everything, because that hair be laid and changing. I feel like every 2 episodes. So she gets a text. The girls have the power to recouple. This is the last recouple. Any guy left standing alone is going to be sent home. Catch y'all at LAX. So we see everybody making their like last ditch efforts. They ain't even do no toast. I said, we ain't even get no toast for the party tonight. All right. I could have did the toast for y'all, but y'all ain't want no toast. Y'all ain't want no toast. So the final recoupling goes pretty much as everybody expected that it would. So we have Taylor picking Bergie, we figured. Carmen picks Kenzo. Be careful. Hannah picks Marco. Destiny picks Kyle. I thought that was interesting. Did we see Destiny and Kyle talk in Casa? I thought that was interesting. I guess that Kyle would be the best pick for her because I don't think it work. I don't see it working with Scott, and that would only leave Mattia, who we don't see them conversing like or even interacting at all. So okay, Destiny and Kyle, y'all are stuck together. Destiny, y'all are stuck together, sis. But what's interesting to me though was, does Kyle even like Destiny? Because I feel like he didn't blink when Destiny did her little challenge. I don't know. We gonna see how it's gonna work out with them. Imani looked hurt. Imani looked hurt. Now during the challenge, when Kyle was out there doing his situation or whatever, she was like, "Yeah, I know he knows how to perform." I feel like Imani regrets what happened with her and Kyle. I think she realizes that she reacted too suddenly. I think she realized that she reacted too brashly because you didn't even give that man a chance to talk. If he is in there, just kicking it with the guys and hanging out, whatever the case, yeah, check that in, get to the bottom of that. But you didn't give him a chance to even explain. Maybe he had a headache. Maybe he was intimidated. There's a couple different things that could have been going on. So the fact that Destiny picked Kyle, who she was coupled up with, she looked away. It wasn't anger, it was more hurt and more like, damn, what am I going to do now? So she turns around and picks Zay. They're sitting down. Did y'all see how Zay was like, no, sit like this and moved her arm? That's not going to work. I can feel it's not going to work. Imani is a very strong personality. And if Zay did not like Destiny's more passive aggressive controlling personality, Imani's very brash, blunt personality is not going to work for him either, but we'll see. And then it's Cassie left with all her picks, all Cassie's, all her connections. So it's Scott, it's Mattia, it's Leo, and then Johnny. Cassie and Johnny been looking at each other back and forth, back and forth. Honestly, I don't know if I think Cassie's going to pick Leo. I think she should. That's clearly who you have the most feelings with, who you have the biggest connection with. Don't pick Johnny and use her to figure out if you're, or to cure your curiosity. It's not going to work with Scott. He don't even live over here. And Mattia can really go somewhere. Let me know in the comment section who you guys think Cassie is going to pick. I think it's going to be Leo. I think it should be Leo out of the last remaining 4 people that she has to pick from. If she picks Leo, Johnny's going to pick Scott. And I feel like, no. Johnny's going to pick Mattia. I think Johnny would pick, if Cassie picks Leo, Johnny's going to pick Mattia, and then Scott can go on and get ready for the Hunger Games, whatever shit they got coming up later. Let me know what you guys think is who they're going to pick. Let me know what y'all think about Carmen and Kenzo. Isn't he giving y'all control of him? Is it me? But he did not ever tell her, I do trust you. He never said that. Never once said that. Carmen, girl, pay attention. You and everybody else's business. You missing the big red flag in front of you. You're missing the red flag in front of you, sis. Pay attention. Open them eyes. Get out of everybody else's business. Look at the crazy man in front of you. Y'all, let me know what y'all thought about this episode. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, thumbs up the video. Catch you guys. What's today? Monday, Tuesday. Catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.